Hello and welcome to another video here on the drivenDiecast channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at this guy right in front of you, the 2020 Justin Haley Talladega Race Win car. Now, when I posted this on Instagram, where you also should be following if you're not already, because that's going to be the place to see my entire collection, as we're going to be going through these one by one here. But the easiest way to check out them all is through the great photos that I take on the Instagram, which there will be a link to in the description below. But when I posted this car on Instagram, I had a lot of people in the comments and direct messages asking me if this was a custom car. It is not a custom car. Kaulig, the team that races this number 11 in the Xfinity series, actually decided they were going to produce 500 of these cars like 8 months after the race for some reason, randomly, not tell anybody about it, and they more or less instantly sold out. And I just got really lucky that I was able to actually grab one of these. Now, I actually really like this car. I'm a big Justin Haley fan. The next videos I do, I'm probably going to cover the other Justin Haley cars I have, his Daytona win and his, I believe it's the Gateway win, because the Texas win was never produced. But I am having somebody make me a custom Justin Haley 2018 Camping World Truck Series Texas Race Win car, his first ever win in the National Series. So that will eventually live here as well. And the guy who's making it is phenomenal. So I can't wait to see what it actually looks like. But getting back to this car. So what you'll notice, obviously, is that we have quite a bit of dirt and debris. And this is something you'll be able to see better in still photos as well, because I've edited and enhanced it. So it's better for film. And I'll do something here as well. But there's a lot of dirt on the front of the car. Obviously, we have the tape right here on the grill. A little bit of, I don't even know, like wear, I guess you would say, on the front splitter. On the hood, it's a white car, so it lends itself to being very visible with dirt and debris as well. So that's really nice. Obviously, on the front end, we just have the Xfinity Justin Haley symbols. Now, personally, I find that this leaf filter scheme is one of my favorites in racing. And obviously, it may just because I'm a big Justin Haley fan, but I also just think that even before Haley, when Blake, what was his last name? Blake, C-O-C-K. Some people pronounce it Coke, it depends. But when he raced this car, I actually thought it was a really nice scheme as well. Obviously, I didn't have as much of a love for Kaulig as I do now. Between racing Chastain, racing Haley, and Allmendinger, it's just a really great lineup, or it was a great lineup. Obviously, Chastain's in the Cup Series now, but we have Jeb, and Jeb, he's actually really cool as well. I have less of an affinity for him. He seems like a good dude, so, not going to complain there. So this is a really cool car. So this is the front end of it, obviously, and the side, and this is where I really think this scheme stands out. So obviously this is Talladega. This is not a race where we're going to see a lot of damage on a race one car, because probably not going to win. I feel like Daytona is more likely, like the Eric Jones car that I have from when he won the Clash. Like, that car is a lot more synonymous with damage, but it was so sought after, and people wanted that car so much because of the fact that it's rare to get a really beat up car at a super speedway, because generally when you crash in a super speedway race, you're done. You're gone. Whereas like something like Martinsville or Bristol, where you can get a lot of damage and still win the race because aerodynamic elements obviously aren't as important. So it's I didn't expect much, and really I'm just happy to have any leaf filter car. Even if it was just the base scheme, it still would have been great. I would have in no way, shape, or form complained about this car, because it's phenomenal. It's a great car. I really like it, and it just happens to increase in value for me personally that it is a race one car as well, because I love the little dirt and debris, and I feel like just with the dirt and debris, it actually just adds elements to it. And I think most people agree with that. I think that most people like race one over non-race one, but you know, maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like based off of my engagement and what people like in the cars that sell for the most on like eBay and secondhand are race 1 cars. You know, you're not a Chase Elliott base Napa scheme isn't selling above what it sold for, because it's just not as nice. But, you know, if I sold his first race win car that I have, I'm sure there's some extent of a premium there. And then also, maybe necessarily because like the Hooters Night Owl car that he ran at Bristol. And obviously I know they're making it again, but, you know, it's not the first one. So that one still sells for a lot, and that's a base scheme. So I guess it depends, but I'm sure if there was a race 1 version of that car, if he had won it, it would definitely be more. But yeah, so the side of the car here, you can definitely see we have some markings on the 11 itself. A little bit of white up here. Obviously we have the tires with a little bit of wear. Not a whole ton on the sides. The top actually has a little bit. I'm surprised. We got a little indentation, a little marking, some dirt and debris on the 11. I'm very curious. Usually there isn't a ton of debris, if any, on the top of the car. So I guess being that it is a... I don't remember that race all too well, so I guess maybe there's a chance that that stuff was flying up over the car. I don't really know super speedway races, but I guess it would be because you're in a tight pack, so things are coming, dirt and debris and all the rubber and everything is coming up over the car. So I guess it makes a little bit more sense for something like that. And then the back, not much to say about the back of this car or any car for that matter. They really, it's just, you know, it's a TV panel at the end of the day. It's really just, we're going to put a .com there. We're going to put a logo there. On the top, obviously, we've got the leaf filter logo up there. I'll show you in case for some reason you really want to see it. That up there. So, and you know, there's not much damage back here. It's a super speedway race. There's a little, maybe like a couple nicks down here, but that's the full extent of it. And then on the other side of the car, on the passenger side, kind of same deal. Just on the 11, it's a little dirt and debris. Tires have a little bit of wear to them. And then we've got some more white up here on the front end. But again, I didn't buy this car because it was a race win car. It just was a nice benefit that it was a race 1 car. But at the end of the day, I really bought this car because of the fact that it is a Justin Haley scheme. There's not a ton of these. So anytime I can get my hands on one, I definitely try to. And if you got the opportunity to get one, definitely let me know, you know, why'd you pick it up? Is it because it is going to be probably collectible in the future because it is a scheme that people really love and they only produced 500. And I know 500 seems like a lot because that's what they produce, but you know, that we don't know what the demand would actually have been for this. You know, like we really don't know because they just produced 500. People may have wanted this car a lot more. And I know there were, when we were after the Talladega race, when he won, people really were wondering, you know, if this car was going to be made over and over again. So the demand may be way higher than the supply. And based off of the fact the car sold out, they did 2 runs of the car actually. So one sold out immediately. I didn't even get an opportunity to get it. And then the second one, I had an opportunity, thankfully, because I was keeping track of it. So I purchased it, and then like a day later, they were sold out. So demand was definitely high for these things. So hopefully, you know, you got your hands on one if you wanted one, or you can find one not for a crazy amount on eBay or from a third-party seller of some sort. Mine, I can genuinely say that I am probably never selling mine because I love this car. I'm a huge Justin Haley fan. I'm trying to collect as many of his cars as possible. And they're just great. Like, I really want someone to make me the orange car that he ran last year, like the Agent Orange car for the Vietnam veterans. I would love for somebody to make me that one. The person I'm having make me the Texas truck, he just didn't want to make that one. So I got to reach out to somebody else, but I'm definitely going to own some more Justin Haley customs here. Thank you for watching the video. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more diecast. I have a ton of them I have 117 different diecasts, and I haven't shown off hardly any on this channel, so let me know what you want to see. You can go to the Instagram again, link in the description, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video.